So anyway, this is very interesting when it comes to Resident Evil games on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. By the way, they have pretty much all of the Resident Evil games, and especially now that Resident Evil 9 Requiem is coming, uh, you pretty much will be all set with all the Resident Evil needs that you need. They do have all the Resident Evil games. Capcom is heavily involved with Nintendo, as they should be. It's a Japanese company, very successful, And also Nintendo is very popular, next to PlayStation and Sega. Although Sega doesn't have a console, but still Sega is still pretty big with their games that they have, like, Yakuza games, pretty popular. All right, so Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I originally played this on the PlayStation VR, original PlayStation VR, and it was fantastic. And I think that's probably the best way to play Resident Evil Biohazard 7. It's by putting on the PlayStation VR headset. Honestly, it's one of the best experience. I'm still surprised that they haven't done a upgraded version or enhanced version for PlayStation VR 2. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done that yet. But anyway, this is a cloud version. So Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8 Village, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3, they're all cloud versions. However, there is Resident Evil 7 coming out on February 27th, the same time that Resident Evil 9 Requiem comes out. That will be a Nintendo Switch 2 version, because Nintendo Switch 2 hardware it's capable of handling. The reason they went with a cloud version for Resident Evil 7, all these other Resident Evils, is because the Switch 1 version, just original Switch 1 version, just doesn't have enough power to handle it. However, now with the Nintendo Switch 2, Resident Evil 7 will be able to obviously handle the graphics, and Resident Evil 2 and 3 and Village. So Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, it's coming out the same time that Resident Evil 9 Requiem is coming. So, and that's specifically for Nintendo Switch 2. So Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil 9 Requiem, they're specifically for Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. Coming out on the same day that Requiem is being released. All right, so I just needed to explain that to some of you who are not familiar. So anyway, let me go ahead. Let's start this demo, shall we? It makes me wonder how it runs on a cloud. You know, some people said that it's really good, but you know, you know me, I I like to try things out myself. That's just the way I am. I've been doing a lot of Resident Evil videos. I'm turning this channel into Resident Evil channel for Nintendo. All right, here we go. It's a cloud. It's loading. I have a friend request. I'll have to check that later. Like I said, I've never tried this, so like my first time seeing how this runs on a cloud. It'll be interesting to see. Okay. Play the demo. All right. Okay. The game will start soon. Please wait. This is pretty interesting. Obviously, we won't have to worry about this because with Nintendo Switch 2 powerful GPU, uh, I mean, Resident Evil 7 will be able to handle it. I almost said Final Fantasy. Like I said, the only reason they did this is because of the Switch 1 version, because it's not powerful enough. I just want to see for the latency how it is. How's the latency and all that. Okay. Let's see. Well, speaking of Final Fantasy VII, if you look at the Final Fantasy VII remake and how well it runs, you know that Resident Evil 7, when it comes out on February 27th, Gold Edition should run pretty good. And even Resident Evil Requiem should run pretty good. Like I said, you can go watch. Actually, you can download the demo yourself for Final Fantasy VII, and you'll see just how great Final Fantasy VII Remake runs on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2 is very capable now. But when they released this, it was on the original Nintendo Switch, so obviously they didn't want the game to be running on the original Nintendo Switch hardware because it just simply would not be able to handle the graphics of Resident Evil engine. I don't know, it's kind of interesting to play it like this. I'm looking for latency is what I'm looking for, honestly. It's what I'm looking for. How's the latency on this? Hold on. Oh, it does uses the motion sensor. Let me see. Actually, it's pretty good. Not bad. It's like from the other side. I remember this. There's these creatures that come out. Hey, the latency, I mean, not bad, dude. Like, I'm just looking at this right now, man. This is actually, latency is pretty good, considering this is cloud. I think this proves the point that I was making, that Nintendo can easily do cloud, you know, as an option. Not that they have to. The only reason they did it here, it's because, you know, Nintendo Switch original was not powerful enough to handle it. But this is actually not that bad, I have to say. Oh! Oh my god. But you guys need to try this in VR. Man, when this came out on... Hold on. When this came out... Let me go like this. Like this. when this came out on a PlayStation VR original, it was amazing. It was probably the best experience I had on a PlayStation VR. Yes, I know there was Skyrim, there's other games, there was Ace Combat, there was also Gran Turismo Sport, but and many other games, sure. But let me tell you, like this was the best like VR experience on PlayStation VR original. And I'm surprised that Sony didn't like get in touch with Capcom and tell Capcom, hey, you know, we already have Village and Resident Evil 4 in VR. Why aren't we taking the advantage of PlayStation VR 2 for Biohazard Resident Evil 7? Like, I don't understand that, you know. Back to Portal. The demo has ended. So it's only limited time. It's only a limited time. Hold on. Like I said, it's only a limited time. Can I play it again? I want to see if I can play it again. Let me try it again for like another couple of minutes, few minutes. See if I can squeeze some more time out of it. Because I never tried this. I'm just kind of curious to see how it runs. It's actually, it runs, this proves my point that Nintendo can do cloud. You know, people out there who are saying, well, can Nintendo do a cloud? Yeah, I think they can. I think they've already proven that they can do it. Obviously, this is a demo. It's only limited. You have to purchase the game. But I wonder, when you purchase the game, is there any limitations when you purchase the game? I personally would not want to purchase anything cloud. Just wait for the February 27th and purchase the Nintendo Switch 2 Gold Edition. But see, I don't know, like with the cloud version, if you pay for it, right, then is there any limitations? See, I don't know. You don't think there would be, right? Why would there be? Right? I mean, if you purchase the game, right? You should have unlimited time, right? As long as you purchase it. All right, let's jump in right away. Let's not waste any time. I just want to kind of go through it really fast, because I find this very fascinating to see Nintendo use the cloud. All right, all right. All right. Okay. Okay. Hurry up, dude. Here we go. Let's see. Come on, come on. Oh my God. Okay, run, run, run. Go, go, go. Faster. Can you open the door? Huh? Do we need a knife or something? Oh, you got a shotgun. Why don't you use a shotgun, dude? Can't go through there. Oh, shit. Shit, shit. Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh. Run. Run! Oh, it's locked from the other side. Oh. Oh. Oh no! Oh Jesus, this is scary, man. Oh my God, dude. This is creepy. Do I have any other weapons? Oh my God. Run, dude. Just... Oh my goodness. Oh. Jeez. Is door open? Good God. Do I have any other weapons? I got a shotgun. Alright, come here. Come here. You wanna try this? Wanna try this again? Huh? Come here. Come here. Come here. You wanna try this again, huh? I'll show you. I'll show you what I can do, huh? Come here. Come here. Don't hide from me, man. Where'd you go, huh? Come here. Come here. Huh? You wanna try that again? Okay, is this door open? Yeah, it is. Alright, maybe I have something here. Oh no! Oh shit, I'm running out of... Damn it. Running out of bullets. Jesus. Oh. You are dead. Okay, let's try one more time. It's not bad for a cloud. But of course, you want the hardware to utilize your game, obviously. But I'll tell you what, man, not too shabby, as they say. Not too shabby, dude. This also proves my point that cloud... Hold on. Let me look at the controls. Camera sensitivity. Okay, the demo has ended. Back to Portal. Alright. Alright, so after 18 minutes now that I've been playing Resident Evil Biohazard Cloud, it's good. Surprisingly good. But, you know, you do not want to be dependent on the cloud, on the internet, right? The whole idea is of Nintendo Switch 2 to be dependent on its hardware. So I would wait for the February 27th and play the Nintendo Switch 2 version. I'm sure Resident Evil 7 will look amazing, kind of like a PlayStation 4 Pro version, and with a deep learning super sampling. So wait for February 27th. Not only will you be able to play Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 version, taking a full advantage of the hardware, but you also will be able to play Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which is a brand new game, will be taking advantage of the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. And this is why I'm so excited to play Requiem. I was telling my friend KJ, this is why I'm so excited to play Requiem on Nintendo Switch 2, because I want to see what the hardware can do. I'm already impressed with Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy VII and Star Wars Outlaws, and I can't wait to see how Requiem is going to look like in play come February 27th. And also can't wait to see how Resident Evil 7 Nintendo Switch 2 Gold Edition will play as well. So I can tell you from my experience now, even though I know I need to make a video, a full 1 hour review video of Nintendo Switch 2, which I will by the end of this week. I've been so busy, which I will by the end of this week, to give you a full review of my experience 4 months that I've been using this Nintendo Switch 2 for 4 months, to let you know what I think. But if you want me to give you just like spoilers warning, to give you the answer right now, 2 thumbs up, way up, absolutely worth it. Nintendo Switch 2 is worth every penny. Okay, it's probably the best decision that I made last year in October, was to trade in my Xbox Series X and S for Nintendo Switch 2. Now, probably you guys are wondering, well, why did you trade in your Series X and S? Well, because I don't have the money. I mean, I'm kind of tight on the money. But to be honest, I'm not missing out much as far as the Xbox, because I have a very powerful gaming laptop that's more powerful than Series X and S. So I'm not really missing out much. I can play those games on an ultra wide screen with a 120 hertz, 144 hertz, 240 hertz, 244 hertz, where I can play them in the best possible way in an ultra wide screen. So I'm not missing much from the Xbox Series X. But Nintendo Switch 2 was certainly the best choice that I have made, in terms of a purchase. Because originally I wanted to get the PS5 Pro, and then this girl who worked at the GameStop, she says, "Are you sure that you want to add an additional $300 to get the, or was it like an additional $200 to get the PlayStation?" It was like a $280, an additional plus tax, an additional $280 to get the PS5 Pro. And I was like, maybe she's right. And that's when I picked up Nintendo Switch 2. And I have the unboxing. You can go watch the unboxing of Nintendo Switch 2. Now, eventually I will purchase PS5 Pro by the end of this year. So once I get PS5 Pro by the end of this year, then I will be all set. I will be able to enjoy, PS5 Pro enhanced games with, PlayStation VR 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I already have my PC, 2 gaming laptops, and then Nintendo Switch 2, and my original Nintendo Switch OLED. So I'm pretty much like all set, in terms of my gaming needs for this channel. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And if you like what I do, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And I will see you, as always, on the next video.